300. What's the deal? It's your folk Shaka. I wanted to share my thoughts with y'all real quick. So y'all, we are back again speaking about the Jeannie Ma and Jeezy situation. Okay, it's a pretty hot topic. And I think it's a cool thing because there are several examples that we can use to share greater messages. Okay, whether it's staged or not. It's a good chance a lot of it is staged. All right, because unless you've been living under a rock, okay, there have been several people coming out exposing how that Hollywood entertainment game go. And a lot of times couples are contracted, okay, with babies included sometimes. All right. But beside that, what's being put up front can be used as a backdrop to share a greater message. And we have been getting a lot of inquiries about this situation. The last time it was with the Adam 22 guy, and I told y'all then that we typically don't get this kind of traffic behind just one subject. But today we have been. And so we want to speak on a few things today. Now, as y'all know, Jeannie Ma has realized that losing her marriage, okay, and family, that's not a road that she want to go down. And so as y'all can see, she's up front, she's all over social media saying that she would like to fight for her marriage. She wants to reconcile with Jeezy. All right. And just on a side note, with that said, I want to say this pretty much discredits anything Tasha K was talking about. Okay. Because, there is nothing, okay, really insinuating that her angle meant much of anything on this subject. Okay. There was no way that you could really connect it, especially when you got this girl Jeannie Ma coming up front, kind of low-key saying, I might have thought somewhere and realized that, I was the problem in the situation. Okay. And then just speaking a little further about Tasha K, she tried to make it seem like Jeezy just got with her because he wanted to transition over. Transition over where? Where was he going to transition over by dealing with Jeannie Ma? Okay. Pretty much nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because if anything, if you want to keep it real, he's doing more for Jeannie Ma than she's really doing for him. He has more notoriety. He didn't have to get with her to sell no books. There are several rappers out here that are selling books that didn't have to do such a thing. Okay? I mean, just one of the most, we could talk about Rick Ross. Okay, this dude ain't had to budge out of his lane at all. You know what I'm saying? And he has dropped, I think, 2 books that are bestsellers, and a number of these other rappers. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just pretty much discredit all of what she was talking about when this girl Jeannie Ma is up front like this. But just moving on, the question is, why would she do this at this point in time? Jeannie Ma. All right? I believe that there are several reasons, but the top 3 reasons is, number one, like I just mentioned, she realized the part that she was playing, okay, in the chaos that motivated this dude Jeezy to kind of say, look, I don't want to deal with it no more. Okay. She realized that she probably was being very disrespectful to this dude. Now, this is outside of what I spoke to y'all about on the other video, where I explained what I believe could have been a big reason why she was sitting up there being disrespectful to him in that marriage. But just speaking about one of the 3 reasons, that's one of the reasons I believe. She kind of realized where she could probably, invest more effort into getting better so that she could be more compatible in that situation, marriage, family, relationship with that man. So that's number 1. Number 2, it's just not a good look. She's 40 years old. she just had a baby in her 40s. And behind something like her not really being able to get her mind right, again, speaking about her perspective, that's going to be the reason why, you're left single mom or baby mama, 40 years old, and couldn't keep a man around. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Really beyond the honeymoon stage and the baby coming through, that ain't a good look. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a better look for her. Okay, just like I said with the Keke Palmer, and y'all kind of see what's going on right now. She is making headlines by saying, hey, no, I want to stand and kind of like try to fight for my marriage. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be a good look if she just kind of went out like that. And, you got people like myself breaking these videos down, kind of probably trying to reveal that there's a good chance that she was being very disrespectful with that dude. And he had to kind of like let it go and move on. So I think that that's the third reason. The second reason. The third reason is, look, the truth of the matter is, Jeannie Ma ain't finding no dude like Jeezy no more. Okay? Especially when we see all of what transpired. Okay? After this situation. She ain't finding no options like that anymore. Okay? And so, I think that she's kind of like, if you look at it that way, she's kind of like sitting around counting her blessings. All right? And realize that she lost one due to her own mistakes and how she conducted herself. And so, man, I think that is 3 reasons why she is making a serious effort to get this dude back. However, do I believe Jeezy should take her back right now? No, I do not. Because if he was able to, if he were to take her back right now, all right, he would be pretty much doing the same thing he did in the beginning. Okay, which is graduating her back into his situation with him with very little investment from her. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that would have to go on before he would realize or see that she's somebody that's for real serious and she want to pull up and play the role that she's supposed to play. Okay? And then on top of that, he need time himself. Because considering how he recruited her, this dude ain't ready really to take on something like that. Okay? From a masculine perspective, handling it like a man, he was handling it like a real one. All right? On that last one, which is being a sucker, because most of these dudes that claim street and stuff like that, oftentimes, not just the street dudes, not the OGs, all right, they make terrible mistakes with women. You know what I'm saying? Terrible mistakes. And so, yeah, man, I don't think that it would be smart for them to just hop back together. But, I was asked one time if I believe in separation in marriage. People separating, taking some time to hit that reset button. I told you I was going to make that video some years ago. I ain't made it yet, but hit the reset button and come back to the table and see what's up. I believe that's what it's going to take. If it's just this situation where this week he said he didn't want it and then next week she wanted back, right now she's just thinking about herself and all of those things that I just mentioned. Okay? She is literally thinking about herself and what she wants back. Okay? She's not really sitting around thinking about, in my opinion, not right now. She hasn't had the time to really come around to the realization what's really important. Okay? And why she should be the standard of the woman that, she's probably expected to be. Okay? But then on the flip side of that, Jeezy got to be the man that he's expected to be. You dig? And so, man, that's what I think about their situation. right now, and why I believe she pulled up and is now out here making headwaves saying she want him back. It's 300.